So I had this guy that called me up. Yeah, I saw your CCO piece. Oh, I thought I'd come down and see the best record store in Minnesota and bring some records down to you. Okay, yeah, come on down. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're pretty selective what we buy. Okay, well, I got some Andy Williams. He had like, 3 of the 45 cases all beat to hell. They looked awesome back in the day, but they just beat to hell. He had 4 LP cases and 2 big tubs. The first record I pulled out was like an original Chuck Berry. He had like 5 original Chuck Berries, original oldest soul stuff from the 60s and 50s. They were in the original shrink wrap, like the 50s shrink wrap, like the loose.
Yeah.
You know,
Really?
barely been played.
Wow.
Wow, this is an awesome collection. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go high on this guy.
Uh-huh.
And I offered him $200. Well, there's a lot of junk I didn't want. I said the rest of the stuff, $5.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I also stopped at Mill City Music. And the guy there offered me $600.
Oh.
I am Carl Nordmeyer, owner of Toontown Records in Mankato, Minnesota. I started the business back in 1993, back in Faribault, in a mall called the Faribault West Mall. Had started out with a 500 square foot store. At that time, we sold nothing but cassette tapes and CDs, and the first item I ever sold was a cassette tape, Boys to Men Cooley High Harmony. We sold a lot of them. I started selling CDs and vinyl when I was 18. I got a job at Target on Lake Street, Minneapolis. When I first started working there, I found Led Zeppelin and the Z's. Yep. So this place needs help. So I helped Target shoppers find their Led Zeppelin, and their sales skyrocketed because everything was organized, and I was keeping fresh product in. Eventually, I was getting burnt out. I pretty much had enough of working at Target, and one of my co-workers wanted to get promotional cassette tapes or CDs from me, and because I would get quite a few promos to listen to, and I told him I didn't have anything at the time, and he told me to get a life, and I took him up on it. And then in the same week time span, we had a drunk clown come into the store. He was not happy with me. But I could smell booze on his breath. And this is way before Shakes the Clown. But that kind of struck a chord with me, and I wanted to kind of move on. One day I was doing nothing, sitting on my couch watching MTV, and they had a contest where you could win a record store. And I thought, this is it. This is my sign. So I'm going to fill out 250 postcards, mail them out to MTV, and hopefully if I win, I'll have a new record store. If not, I'm going to go home, go back to mom and dad, live with them for a while, and save up some money and open up my own store. And I didn't win. So I moved back home, got a job at a factory. That was inspiration to move on with my life. Oh, working in a factory, oh my God. My grandpa co-signed a loan, a $30,000 loan, so I could buy some inventory for the store. Sold a bunch of my own personal collection, so I could have a used section. Pretty much the whole used section was my collection. And, from there, we're here today, 22 years later. It took a while, but once things caught on, we were doing really well. We were doing great, and then Best Buy opened up, and business got cut like half. During that time, we expanded into video rental. worst time to do it because when we did that, that's when Redbox and Netflix was just coming up. Plus, a video rental store opened up a block away from us. So that really hurt us. But by that time, it was 2008, and the economy was hit hard. We had a hard time making rent because our sales dropped about 40%, and it was tough, really tough.
Carl says 2 minutes, so that might mean 5 to 10.
All right.
Next year we're doing a board.
All right. So this is your first record store day, huh?
Yes.
How did you even find out about it?
I was actually walking by, going home late tonight, last night, or early this morning, I should say, and saw some people sitting out telling me about it, and I was like, all right. They told me about the limited release for the Grateful Dead, and I was hooked.
How did you live your entire life without going to record store day?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know how that was like that. I feel like I honestly am not a music lover until like now. Like I feel like I advanced. Like I just like one up my level, you know?
Well, I'm really excited about Field Rex being released for the first time ever on vinyl. That's Woods and Trapper release that's coming out this year. Heartworn Highways has an excellent box set, woodcut box set with reprints on Whiskey Book vinyl, and I believe it comes with a reissued DVD of the movie also, which I'm really excited to watch again.
This year I'm looking for the fall, the real new fall LP, formerly Country on the Click, and the new Flesh Tone single. Because they're the best band ever.
I forgot about the Flesh Tone single. God, I'm getting poorer by the moment.
I might fight you for it.
I am after the All-American Rejects and Bleachers. That is about it. So, nothing else. Anything
and funny.
We're gonna be open in 30 seconds!
Yeah, right. For 30 minutes. Yeah. 2 hours later.
That one is
My bladder's starting to hurt.
All right!
We're not sound guys either.
Here we go. Let's see what we can make.
Okay.
Okay, so Record Store Day, the first one happened in 2007, I guess, and we participated in the one in 2008. That was the same time where I think it was before the economy went downhill, because I think that was in the fall of 2008 when things got bad. So, you know, I seriously believe without this record store day thing happening, I really don't think we would be in the place where we are today. I think it actually has saved a lot of record stores. I think a lot of record stores have opened up because of it, and people want vinyl, and they want to experience the brick and mortar shopping experience of a record store versus doing something online, buying stuff on Amazon. It kind of makes every day a record store day again. You know, it's not quite, we're not quite to where we were in the 90s, but I can see it. I can see it in the future. You know, every year our sales have been going up ever since probably 2010. So that's a good sign. Would I ever think that vinyl would ever come back? If you had asked me that question in 1993, I'd be like, ha, right. Because, you know, everyone got rid of their vinyl. A friend of mine would, a friend of mine named John Cass would find out record stores that would be closing around that time, and he would go down and dumpster dive and pick up all the vinyl that they would throw in the dumpsters and just collect it because he knew it would come back at some point. And now he's starting to hoard CDs because everybody's getting rid of their CDs. They're putting it all on their computer and they have no need for it. So he's collecting CDs. And you know, I honestly think 10 years from now the CD format will be hip again. And I think they miss having a collection. You know, these people they had collections of all this stuff, and then you put it on a computer and just listen to it on your computer, and there's really not much of a collection anymore. Kind of loses its flair, maybe. I don't know. The tape format, you know, right now it's kind of popular. It's kind of cool. We sold 20 Sublime cassette tapes on Record Store Day. Eminem is releasing some stuff on cassette. You know, last year we sold the Metallica tape. We sold 50 copies of that. If you would have asked me if the tape format would ever come back, I would shake my head to that too. Like, no way. But there are shops up in the cities that carry nothing but vinyl and cassette tapes and no CDs, believe it or not. The 8-track, though, that I can't see the 8-track coming back. There's just no way. You can quote me on that one.